Hello, good day. My name is Onoha Dezimori, and today we'll be talking to you about ethics, privacy, and security. First, we want to establish the meaning of privacy. Privacy is the secretion of information from external body. So, in relation to information technology, it is the secretion of information or data from improper access from external body or theft or loss from external body. There are different ways we can use or engage privacy in information technology. One, the use of strong password. We can use strong password with above 6 characters with containing symbols, numbers or alphabets. Also capital letter in creating our password. Two, the use of strong cybersecurity. This can also help in preventing loss or theft or improper use or improper access of information in information technology. Three, separating personal and work devices. This can also help in fostering privacy in information technology. We should learn to separate our personal activity with our main work. In privacy, everyone has the rights to different things. We have the rights to anonymity. We have the right to separate our things from external forces or from access of external bodies. Two, rights to control the use of personal information by third party. Everyone has the right to control the use of their information, their personal information by third party. They have the right to put a limitation to which a third party can get involved in their activities. Protection from unwarranted searches. There are certain information that should not be shared by general public or should not be known by general public. So everyone has the right to separate their personal life and their personal work. Lastly, I'll be talking about what privacy fosters. So I'll be talking about two major points, which is conveniences and anonymity. So privacy fosters conveniences. When people's information are secured and preserved, they are confident and they are convenient to work in any environment or in any circle. They can, and anonymity, they have the right. They'll be very reserved, they'll be very comfortable in knowing that their information is private to just themselves. Thank you.
My name is Afolabi Zainab Damilola. I'm in Group 30, and our topic is ethics, privacy, and security. I'll be speaking on ethics. Ethics is the system of moral principles that judges right from wrong. Ethics in management information systems seeks to protect and safeguard individuals and society by using information system responsibly. Most professions have a code of ethics and guidelines that professionals affiliated with the profession have to adhere with. Example, ICANN. Then we have two major ethical framework. One being natural law and right, the second being utilitarianism, which emphasizes the consequences of action. Laws are often grounded in ethical principles. However, some law have less to do with ethics and more to do with the pushes and pull of lobbying and political pressure. The law does not cover all ethical principles, so just because an action is legal does not mean it is ethical. Example, lying. Lying is not illegal in most circumstances, but it can have an horrific consequence and would be unethical under any framework. Information ethics focuses on the storage and transmission of digitized data and raises both ethical and legal issues. Example of information ethics issues, we have hacking. Is it ethical to hack into a corporate network? Not to do any harm, but to show the company that they need a better security. Another example, we have spamming. Is it also ethical to harvest millions of email addresses and send them unsolicited commercial messages?
My name is Bonaventure Ozuki. I'll be speaking on information security. Information security is a special concern and protection for every individual and businesses. It can also protect us from criminals and scammers from doing vengeful acts to our society and to businesses. To prevent this unlawful access for the scammers and criminals, we need strategies, and we'll be mentioning some of the strategies, which are to develop target states for information security, conduct current state assessment, and develop roadmap to achieve target goals. So I'll be talking about the principles of information security. One, confidentiality. This principle measures are designed to prevent unauthorized information from disclosure. Also, the purpose of this principle is to keep personal information properly and to ensure that it is visible and accessible. Two, integrity. Consistency includes protection against changes to data. This principle of integrity ensures that data is reliable. The third one, accessibility. This purpose is the protection of a system ability to make software system and data fully available when a user needs it. So I'll be saying why your business's organization needs an information security strategy. This strategy is a plan that involves selecting and implementing best practices to protect a business from internal and external threats. The goal of this strategy helps layer of security defenses. When applied correctly, this strategy increases an organization's ability to minimize and limit the damage by a threat actor.
My name is Alaw Olajide. I'm going to buttress on the points in which my colleagues have made on ethics, privacy, and information security. Information security encompasses all the protections the information security system in which an organization puts in place in order to protect the information assets of the company from misuse, destruction, and unauthorized users. Risk managers usually consider so many issues, beginning with which information assets actually need a lot of protection and is prone to information threats. Organizations use risk management to identify the information assets that need more protection, identify threats, assess vulnerability, and also identify the impact in which each risk have on the organization. Threats can be from inside the organization and outside the organization. They can be natural events or human-made, accidental, or deliberate. Information security policies should be put in place by organizations in order to make sure that the operations of the organizations are done in a controlled manner in order to reduce information risks and the threats to information risks. Information security policy usually detail out the risk management goals of the organization. It also details out the guidelines of the organization, details out the policies, and also the employees' responsibility, making sure that the organization is organized in a way that risks are going to be controlled and reduced. Now, I'm also going to talk about risk assessment. Risk assessment is also a method which is used by the organization in order to examine the vulnerability of the information security system in the organization, and also how prone the organization is to vulnerability of risks. Human element also has an effect on information security. The limits to human brain and capacity usually make password a serious vulnerability, in the sense that people will tend to use easy password in order for them to be able to remember the password easily, which is also an information risk, because the easy password are usually easier to hack by people that want to access the information, who are unauthorized to access the information. Social engineering is also a part of human element risk, and social engineering has to do with manipulating humans into doing things in an unethical way in order for them to gain favor from the other person. And one of the weaknesses of the human elements is that humans tend to want to help others in doing some other things which will be unethical to the organizations. Information security program should be put in place by organization in order to help educate the employees and also remind them about the need for information security within the organization. The information security program should compile of the organization security policy and also the applicable laws and regulations which deals with information security and how to handle information assets of the organization. Finally, information security programs should reinforce the principle that the organization have ethical responsibility to maintain information security programs. Now, training in security awareness and the relationship between security ethics and privacy can help counterpart this tendency.